I had a conversation with the Real Dana YouTube channel, and we had a conversation about, the most popular talking point in black YouTube, which is black men and black female or black women relationships. And she was talking about at some point, I'm just kind of fast forwarding, how black women don't need to date out of their income bracket because they need to be finding somebody that is on their level. And if a man meets a woman in the same income bracket, then they can combine and do great things together. And I think that what she's alluding to when she's making this comment, and don't quote me, but this is just my personal opinion, that a lot of sisters work hard to get to a certain income level only to find out, oh, wow, I don't have, the guy on my same income level bracket. And that's a problem. So the only way I can do is go up, which is, now I'm at a position where the guys that are on my income level are low. And so there are very few guys that are earning high. And typically when the guys that are earning high, they're going to say, well, they're not interested in me. They like white women. And you might hear them challenge their sexuality. You guys know the drill. This is something that happens all the time. But I think Dana and other women really believe that having a good income for a woman is important. Now, I don't disagree with a woman providing for herself, a woman being ambitious, being astute, especially in today's time, because, if you can depend on anybody, a man or a woman, for your safety and your survival, that's a very dangerous thing. So women are out developing skills in certain aspects of the workplace. They're making connections. They're making business moves just like anybody else can do. But while all of that is important to them, and their personal accomplishments are important to them, and while their personal accomplishments are something that may motivate other women that are coming behind them in the workplace and really exceeding the boundaries of black women or women in general in the Western world, they have not figured out the fact that it means nothing to men. Let me repeat that and re-clarify. It means nothing to the men that they want to pair with. And I know you're probably going to say, well, what do you really mean when you say that? And I'm glad you asked the question, because if you're a black woman and you make $120,000 a year, a black man who makes $130,000 a year or $121,000 a year doesn't care about your $120,000 a year. And there are many reasons why he doesn't care. Number one, he hasn't made $121,000 to be stuck with you. Okay, that wasn't his motivation. A lot of brothers are motivated to be free of marriage, to be free of the ball and chain, to be free of living an external expense. Shout out to brother B Money. He lives in New York. He's a high earner. I don't think he's been married for a while, at least maybe never. His motivation for making the kind of money that he does is not so that he can get married. Okay, a man is not looking at that. Right? He doesn't need your motivation. He doesn't need your astute business knowledge to do anything, because he's already been there himself. Okay? And let me also say that men who are successful can find themselves to have simple lives, like myself. I work hard. I study. I've also found out that outside of trying to be astute in the business world, I don't need a whole lot of things. I can take a very simple apartment. I can live a simple lifestyle. I like nice electronics. I like going to nice places. I like comfortable things, but I don't need a whole lot of stuff. It's not important for me to have an expensive car. In fact, in Europe, I don't have a car. And you gotta know I don't have a car. I ride the bike just like anybody else. And my life is totally fine with that. I live a pretty good lifestyle pretty much wherever I go. And that my lifestyle for me is modest. All right. Once, if I get with a woman, the likelihood is that my $121,000 or $130,000 with her $100,000 a year is going to be her keeping her $100,000 a year and her using my $130,000 a year. All right. So that we can be living a lifestyle that can impress all of her friends and families and, you name it. And then I'm probably going to be in more debt. All right. And also, really at the stage of life that a lot of men, they don't want to be living with the same kind of person as them. All right. I don't want to be with the person that thinks that they don't have to submit to me. That they can do everything on their own and all of this stuff. And that might be true, but I don't have time for it. Okay. And a lot of sisters that have earned that money and can have gotten to those places, many of them have the attitude. I mean, at least it's perceived, at least. I'm better than you. I'm better than you because I earn more money than you. And I call the shots. I'm on your level. This is why I think a lot of sisters feel, a lot of sisters are single that out earned. But in reality, a man, if he's looking at a woman that he wants to partner with, he's looking at things that are the opposite of him, things that he may need from as far as a comfortability standpoint. That man is probably looking at how nurturing that woman is, how comfortable that woman can make him feel, how much time available that woman has to make a way for him. That woman might have a much lesser work drive. And typically guys who have a high work drive and want to work a lot and do stuff, they don't want to be paired with a woman who's doing the same thing. If I'm a lawyer, if I'm a medical doctor, for the most part, I mean, while it's good for me to be with somebody that's in the same field and stuff like that, and you do see things like that happen. You see nurses, you see doctors get with doctors, but a lot of times you see doctors with nurses. And sometimes a nurse is a person that's very nurturing. A nurse is a woman that makes less than the doctor. A nurse is a woman that will make time, right, in her schedule to be a doctor or be a wife. And a man is looking for a woman who's okay and wants to be a wife in the relationship, wants to be a companion in a relationship. And a woman who is a high earner typically is not going to want to do those things because she's a high, strong career woman. And sisters still haven't figured this out. And they're still stuck. Like, I'm a high earning woman. I look good. I have all of these skill sets. I'm a doctor, but I'm still not married. I don't understand why. Like, are these guys straight? No. It's just that for the fact that you're not ready to be somebody's wife. You don't have that energy. Okay? The things that make you great to be in a career, the things that make you great as a doctor, the things that make you great as a businesswoman also probably are the things that make you undesirable as a long-term mate. Being in a relationship is a committed job, and you have to want to do those things. You can't want to be a full-time worker and a very part-time wife. For a lot of guys, it's not worth it. This is why you don't see billionaires for the most part. I mean, obviously, Jay-Z and Beyonce. But if you look at guys that have a lot of money, look at Robert Smith's wife. I know that's a bad example, but look at guys when they have a lot of money. The wife is something that's typically in the lower, right? And what the man is looking for is stability. He's looking for happiness. He's looking for a lot of compatibility. Men do not need your money. All right? And I just hate to say that a guy that needs your money is a guy, if you're a sister making $120,000 a year, that's a guy who's making $40,000 a year. That's a guy who's making $45,000 a year. And what you're looking to do is to have him be dependent upon you, okay? And you want to make him a male housewife. But a guy who can have his own money, he doesn't need your money. He's not interested in your money, okay? He's going to be very honest with you about that. I don't want your money. Don't need it. Get out. All right? Even on my platform, I'm one of the few guys on Black YouTube that tell sisters all the time, I don't need your money. No, you don't buy into my products. If you buy my shirts, buy it for your husband. But no, I don't cater my content. I don't need your money. I don't need your money. I don't want it. I can say that because I'm a person that earns quite comfortably without you. And I'm speaking for other black men that earn like me or similar. We don't need your money. What we need from you is everything but your money. We already have the money. If I have $130,000 a year and you have 50, and if you and me are smart with what we have, we can get the million. We can get the 2 million. We can make the money worth more. But what I need you for is not that. I need femininity. I need love. I need to feel like I'm a woman to appreciate me. These are the little things that I need from you. You know, you going to Harvard or Yale, that doesn't impress me. And men are not impressed by these things. Successful men are not only kind of guys that are impressed by those things are guys who don't have those things. Guys who have those things, they don't care about that. So I hope I made some sense on this, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Like the video, comment below, subscribe if you're new. Guys, also check out the first comment pinned to the top. Go look at all my contact information there. Subscribe to us on patreon.com/NegroMenOsFair. And also don't forget to buy a Black Men Are Perfect t-shirt. Go ahead and support your boy there. As you brothers know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.